Shawnelle here from Future Fashion Designers. I was gonna take the week off from a video because I'm heading to Chicago in a few days to go check out the fabric stores there. I'm gonna be bringing you a video all about Chicago and some of the fun fashion things that are there. Also a tour of Vogue fabrics. So I'm going there next week. I'll get that all videoed and get it out. So this week's video is, I didn't really have time to make a skirt, although I made a really fast skirt. I'm going to the Navy Pier, and I just somewhat finished this. I'm actually adding a trim to it, and I'm going to the Navy Pier, so I thought I'll dress in a Navy nautical outfit. So I did make a quick skirt, but this one was one of those. I think I made this literally, it's one of my rosy skirts. I made this in about an hour, hour and a half. Although I'm going to sew that little trim on it too. I'll show you a picture of that in Chicago at the Navy Pier. So I've never been to Chicago. I've flown through it a few times, but I've never really seen the city, and people love it there. And there's this beautiful river that goes through it. That's a movie. Is that a movie? River goes through it. And wow, it looks so beautiful. So I'm very excited to go and tour and see what kind of fashion things are there and bring them to you. But this week, I was also thinking, do you have any bags of old clothes, especially ones that say Upcycles on it? I put a little tab. I've been cleaning out my closets, but Upcycles things. And I'm looking through it. They've been in there, I think, just before the summer because I was doing summer camps, and I just had to, clean out my studio for all the little kids to come in, and I put some things in there, and I was like, wow, this would be a good time to look at what upcycles I need to do. And also, I thought maybe I could ask your advice on what I could do with some of the things. This is one of my old favorite skirts. It's got lemons on it. This used to be too big on me, and I loved wearing it, and I would pin it at the waist. And now I can't zip it. So I was thinking, wow, that skirt should fit now. And then I put it on, and I'm like, oh, no, it doesn't. But I love the trim on here. It's this like little hand stitching and this little pleat right here. And I don't want to let this go, but I want to make this into something. Anybody have any ideas what you would do with this? There's not a lot of fabric. But wow, definitely team it up with some other blacks and whites. What kind of cool skirt could I make with this? I don't know. I've got it. I'm going to be drumming my brain while I'm in Chicago what to do with that one. Then there's this dress. This dress I actually was not mine, but I bought it at a Goodwill for $10. That's when I was going to Goodwills to look for things to upcycle, and I found this, and it's one of the White House black market ones, and one of my old students was the assistant designer there for a while. I wonder if she had anything to do with this one. I love the details in this. It has grosgrain ribbon in the neckline around there, and then the trim right through here, little grosgrain ribbon. I love doing this kind of piping, and it's not even mine, but I don't want to cut it up. But I want to do something with this, some kind of fun upcycle. Do you have any ideas? What would you do with this if you found this in a Goodwill store for $10 and it's like, wow, I need to do something with this. I found at the same time I found this blouse behind me. It's a halter top, I wouldn't say blouse. All beaded. It's an Oleg Cassini. Probably, I think the original tag was on it. It's like over $300, and I got it for about $10. I just love it because I like to wear black on. Actually, that doesn't even fit me. It just fits. I bought it for the mannequins. I'm always buying black tops for the mannequins. But I was going to upcycle that. I was thinking, what can I do with it? But I'm like, I can't get this up. I'm like, it's too cool. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? But then I also have this one. A friend of mine gave me this. I think I wore it once. It's a cute little wrap skirt. It's pretty. I love the fabric. And really what I want to do, too, is just copy the pattern because I love the pattern of it. But just really the fabric is beautiful. I think it's a silk, and I love the print. So I got to team this up with the cranberry or the plum in there. I don't know. I should take a swatch of this to Chicago and see if I find anything to go with it. What would you do with this right here? It's a skirt. like that. So we got some fabric in here, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little wrap skirt. Any ideas on that one? And then I have, this is one of my old skirts. Look how cute this skirt is. This is cut on the bias. It's a linen, and then I love these ruffles in here. I was actually dissecting this, and all this is right here. If you open this up, it's a strip frayed, kind of ruffled up and then sewn on there, and then it laps over into this ruffle here. The same with this one. So this one's a longer strip right here, all frayed. Look how pretty that fray is, and then it laps over. I mean, this just gives me great ideas on to do like a skirt that would fit me in like the similar cut. I could actually, maybe I could even put this on my favorite rosy skirt all around it because it's a square. That'd be pretty. So even if you don't get a upcycle this, sometimes I used to buy a lot of clothes that would just give me ideas, and then I would buy them. I do a patchwork skirt with my students, and it all came from a patchwork, a little kid skirt. I used to go in the kids departments because sometimes they really do some creative things in there, and I dissect them and go, oh, and that's how, and I started 14 years ago with the summer camps, and we started a patchwork kids. So I thought, what do we do with the intermediates? And it's like, I wasn't a fabric store, so I would have just all fabric scraps, and what we could make, we made skirts out of some scraps. We tore cotton wovens, because I like to, for my beginner students or just any of the kids, just work with cottons, like the woven fabrics, and because they're much easier to handle, and then also through that you learn about grain lines in fabrics and things like that. The knits are, a lot of people sew with knits, but I don't think, I mean, they're a little bit harder to handle. So a beginner, the goal is to get them to another project without too much frustration, so they continue. And then when they continue, they get better and better at it. It's called progress, not perfection, right? So I have to do a whole video on, which is actually in my works, on teaching kids to sew and or people to sew, and some things to look out for. I have a whole list of them, because after so many years teaching, I've really learned to know, like, oh, they're going to do this, or they're going to do that, or how do I handle that? So, and then also this is a good teaching lesson like that. But yeah. Anybody have any ideas for this one? Oh. And then I have this, my husband brought home to me for some reason. Tie-dye, like, I'm going to wear this. It is kind of wild. But I even wrote a note on here. It's like, what to do with it. I was thinking, cut this in strips and add it, make it into a skirt somehow, get solids in there or something like that. But do you have any of these crazy t-shirts in your closet? Wow. I actually have a new idea for a lot of t-shirts I have in my closet. I worked on movies for 20 years or so, and we would get crew t-shirts. So I actually have, I'm going to make a skirt with all my old crew t-shirts. So if we like, and they're all like, you know, knits and stuff. So, and I don't wear t-shirts, and I don't wear those. So I gotta, it'd be really fun to like utilize them instead of putting them in the closet. That's one of my videos I'm gonna be bringing to you hopefully soon. Also, there's this dress here. I bought this at a grocery store right here, and I loved it. But it shrank right away, and you know, quality-wise, I guess. And then I added pom-poms to it, and it's kind of young for me. So, but I just love it. It brings me joy. But I was thinking maybe, I don't know, cut the fish out, do something with it. I don't know, or just, I guess I might just have to donate it. So, does anybody have any ideas of this before I donate it? I mean, I guess it'd be a cute little skirt, right? That'd be fun. Yeah, I should just chop this off and make it into a skirt. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Because then I'd wear it. I like the little pom-poms and stuff. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a dress. Then here's another one of my favorite tops I've had forever. It's an INC, and it's a knit top, or it's all knit, I guess, and it's just too tight, and I love this. So I'm going to be, I always like to add strips to the side, so I think I'm going to cut the sides open, but it's a knit. I wonder if there's a seam here, but it's one of those knit seams. But I got to get the exact right black fabric that makes it look like it was meant to be splices in there, because I sure would love to wear this again. I did something about this top. This was one of my favorites for years, and I like the surplice and all that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna, that's more of an alteration, right? It's not an upcycle. So we have upcycles or transforming it, and then you have alterations to like make it fit again, like that. But adding a little bit of design to it is still, that's kind of an upcycle. Then I have this dress right here. I love the print on this. This I got a lot of wear out of. I could probably just make a skirt out of that right there. But I have so many skirts from making my rosy skirts. I think I counted them. I'm in the 20s. I'm at 22, 23, just rosy skirts. And then I have other skirts that I made. In the summer, it's so easy to dress because I just put on, I usually wear a black top and then a skirt, and I'm done. It's fun. And then these are pants I think are, I could make shorts out of these. These were really fun to wear for a long time, but this would be funny shorts. So I think I'm just going to be donating those. And then I have a lot of these just short sleeve t-shirts, and this one has a spot on it right here. So I thought I would practice tie-dyeing or bleach dyeing. Actually, you can't tie-dye this one. I mean, you could. You can actually tie-dye on color, I could tie-dye like navy in here. That might be kind of fun. But I thought I like to do bleach dyeing, where you put a stencil on it, then you spray bleach on it. But every fabric just bleaches differently, so you never know. But I thought, if I ruin it, I ruin it. It's great because it's got a spot on it anyway. You couldn't even take it to Goodwill because nobody's going to want to buy that, right? But maybe just like black tie-dye. How would that work? The whole shirt would turn black, and then you get the little blue spots. That might be kind of fun. I don't know. I might have to try that one. Oh. Then I found these jeans in my Upcycle bag. I like the pockets, right? So I guess, but I have, I don't know if you saw my video on upcycling jeans. I think I had 3 or 4 pairs of jeans, and I cut them all up and made them into a big skirt. And the skirt is heavy, but it's so much fun to wear. It's all splices in there. And then I have, actually my dad passed away 10 years ago, and I have pieces of his jeans, and I put those into the skirt too. And there's a bunch of pockets on it, so it's really fun. But this is, I could cut these off and put them on the skirt too, add another more. Or I could just donate these. Yeah, because, these are for kids. I don't think I want these on my butt. But that's an option. So I think I have some that are getting donated, and then I have some that are going to upcycle. So I just narrowed that out, right? But if you have any ideas for these, let me know. And I'm going to go to Chicago, bring back some video footage for you to see. And if you've been to Chicago, let me know where you went, because it's only a 2-hour flight for me. And I thought, I'm going to love this city. And I know, it's like, it's so easy to go. It's like the tickets were like $130 each way to go. So it was like not bad. And wow, I know I'm going to love the city. So I'm very excited. I'll bring you some footage back. If you have any ideas on upcycles, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.